What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Wow, it's actually been a while. Been a while since I actually said that. Anyway, so for today's video, I actually have something very interesting for you guys. And for today's video, I'm gonna be opening up one of Konami's most unique sets in its history that was released, I believe, in 2022, 2023, and that set would be this. Dawn of Majesty. This is actually by far probably one of the again as I stated, one of the most unique sets in the format because of the fact that this gave us some brand new starter support that we desperately needed, because obviously we know that yes we did get a little bit over time, like Stardust Phantom and so many different like Stardust Dragon based synchros and whatnot. But this was where it all truly started, and I'm actually opening this up as a prelude to what we can expect out of the brand new legendary 5D decks that will be coming out in November in a couple of months. So get ready, because I am going to be opening up that set, and I'm going to be taking the Stardust deck to locals in hopes of potentially getting first place, because this past Wednesday when I went to locals, I actually went 1-2, meaning that my first round match was a my first round match was a loss. My second round match was a bye, and then my third round match was obviously another loss, which is fine. I think it just proves that I'm getting closer to getting better at playing the game competitively in terms of the current meta. Edison, last Sunday I didn't really do so well, unfortunately, but it's all good. But with that being said, let's get straight into this opening. So some of the chase cards, actually pull up the iPhone here. So some of the chase cards that are in the set that are actually that are sort of worth it now. I know that Iris Sword Soul is in here. Let's see. So this set introduced us to the brand new, at the time, the new Magic Key archetype. This gave us Raten the Heavenly General, which is one that I'm actually looking to potentially pull, because of the fact that this card can actually be used in this card can actually be splashed into pretty much almost any deck that has the same type, that has the same monster type. So decks like Dark Magician, decks like Blue Eyes, decks like Blackwing, Dark World, just to name some of them, can really abuse the holy hell out of this card. Ready Fusion is also in here, which is a $3 card. But I think the top cards that you're mostly looking to get, the top cards that you're looking to mostly get that are over $10 are shooting Majestic Star Dragon as a secret rare, which is being set at $12. Let's see here, Anti-Human Intelligence Messiah as a Starlight rare is going for $16. Protecting Spirit Logath as a Starlight rare is going for $37. Going for $39 is Iris Sword Soul, which is very, very funny. Shooting Majestic Star Dragon as a Starlight is going for $80. And then Stardust Dragon as a Starlight rare, which is the reprint in the set, is going for is going for almost $260. So those are the top cards that you're looking to pull. Honestly, I'll take anything. I mean, I think the one thing that I would like to get my hands on, for the most part, is probably Stardust Dragon Starlight, just because it's just because of the fact that it's such a... Clearly this won't open. There we go. Just because of the fact that Stardust Dragon as a Starlight looks so beautiful, but it even also looks beautiful as a QCR. Give me 1 second. In fact, I actually have a QCR copy in this box that I'm planning to get graded in the future, if I can find it. Here we are. So here's the card. Here's my QCR right here. It literally looks like a Starlight Rare, but it just has the it has the 25th anniversary water stamp, but you can't see it under this light. There you go, right there under the right light. You can see right there it's got the QCR emblem, but yeah, I am planning to get that graded at some point. Not sure when though, but who knows? But yeah, but anyway, as we get to these packs, there's definitely a lot to talk about with what's been going on with me. Nice quick little update on what's been going on in life. Last night we had Worlds Collide on the heels of a very chaotic Friday Night SmackDown as we get to our first 12 packs. Worlds Collide, we saw such an incredible card. I mean, we saw a massive 8-man showcase which featured La Parca, Mascarilla Sangrita, Sagarda, I think is his name. And then of course the Aztec Warriors from TNA, which are Octagon Jr. and Laredo Kid, against the LWO, Lince Dorado, and of course Mini Abismo Negro, which that match was just absolutely insane. We have a brand new AAA Mega Champion, so big shout outs to Dirty Dom on winning the AAA Mega Championship. As we get to our first pack with a card trick of 4 from the back into the front, we got Beat Trooper Fly Sting. We have Magic Key Duo, Beast King Unleashed, Gusto Vidir, Chronomaly Esperanza Glyph, Gaiamore Dragon Shell, Dragon Lord Perrin. We have Alien Stealth Buster, and our first foil is a super rare Stall Turn. When a spell or trap or monster effect is activated, that negates the summon or the activation of a spell or trap card. Banish 3 from the top of your deck face down. Negate the activation and shuffle that card into the deck. So this is basically Malfunction on steroids. It's a much more unique version of the old counter trap Malfunction. But anyway, yeah. So we have a brand new AAA Mega Champion. Big congrats to Dirty Dom Mysterio on winning the AAA Mega Championship. And the last like 48 hours, maybe 72 hours have been a bit stressful for me. Because of the fact that my content from yesterday, if you guys noticed that my content got posted a little later than normal, that is because my grandmother thought it was a good idea to switch our home internet to a different network. You heard me right. We are no longer going to be having T-Mobile for our phones and our home internet. We now have HughesNet for our Wi-Fi. And for our phones, we will be having Boost Mobile. And the reason for it, there are 2 reasons why. One is obviously because she's just trying to save money, and I totally get it. I totally get that she wants to save money. But even she also has to understand, as our second pack contains Alvain, the Essence of Vanity, Uh, Carpeponica, Mystical Beast of the Forest. Majestic Absorption. This is actually one for Stardust Dragon, actually. Target a Stardust Dragon or a Synchro that lists Stardust Dragon in its text that you control. Then activate one of these effects. Equip a face-up monster to report. Equip a face-up monster your opponent controls to that target. It can attack directly this turn. This turn, each time it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, inflict damage to your opponent equal to the destroyed monster's original attack. So this can act. This is not too bad. This is a really good way to pretty much stop certain decks in their tracks like Yummy and whatnot. But it's so bad. It's like pretty bad. Gunkin Suship, Ikora class Dreadnought. Another Glyph. Another one of those cards. Literally, it's the same 4 cards. Holy shit, that's very funny. Oh my god. Okay. Ultra Rare. Very first Ultra. Let's go. Chronomaly Vamana. Very nice. Woo. Woo. Well, there goes PSA 10 on those common cards. So if you can believe it, Chronomaly Vamana has on Master Duel has caused a lot of Bish Balkan FTKs on Master Duel, which is very funny. Anyway, where was I? Oh, right. In fact, actually, just yesterday, while I was watching SmackDown, we literally got our SIM cards for Boost Mobile. You heard me right. We're switching to Boost Mobile from T-Mobile. And again, I get that they're trying to save money, but now it's just gonna take even longer for my content to get posted. Meaning that this video that you guys are watching now, by the time you guys see this, it'll probably be sometime in the afternoon, maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, that's happening. The quality of watching videos on YouTube, watching movies and shows on Netflix has become very horrible, which is a bit unfortunate, but luckily for me, this won't last long. And the reason why it won't last long as we get to our third pack, we have a Maze Attraction Viking Vortex, Baby Mud Dragon, Stardust Trail. This is actually one that you need at least a one of in your Stardust deck. Master's Diploma. What is this card? Diploman. If this card is tribute summoned, you could target a monster in your grave and a face-up monster your opponent controls. Equip the monster from your grave to that opponent's monster. While equipped by this effect, the equipped monster loses attack equal to the attack of that monster equipped to it. Your opponent cannot activate the effects of monsters they control that are equipped with equipped cards in your spell and trap zone. Oh, that's actually pretty busted. That's actually kind of sick. Monster Assortment, Glacier Aquamador. Kind of funny that that's an upgrade to the original Aquamador. Jar of Generosity, which is kind of a dumb one. 2 Toads with 1 Sting, and we have Despian Proskenian. Actually, not a bad card. Not a bad card on Master Duel, actually. Really cool card. Anyway, again, this won't. Anyway, the whole thing with the Wi-Fi and the phones, it ain't going to last long, because if you guys remember, last month on the 21st last month, I went over to GameStop and I got 2 cards graded. The first card that I chose to get graded was a Ghost Rare Unlimited Red Eyes Flare Metal Dragon, and the second one was a Secret Rare was a secret rare unlimited Elemental Hero Magma Neos from Tactical Evolution. Both of which I did get graded. And a bit of a quick update on that. They are being processed right now as we speak, so I should be getting them back within the next 3 to 6 weeks, perhaps. So that's definitely going to be something to expect. Looking forward to getting the grades back, and once I have them, I will be selling them. So if you guys are interested in buying them, be sure to message me on my Instagram. My ad will be in the description below. And once I've sold them, I'm going to be using that money to buy out Yu-Gi-Oh collections. Once I've gotten enough money saved up, I'm going back to T-Mobile. There you go, Rod 10. First one. That's exactly what we needed. Another Vanity, Flying Sting, another Duo, another Assortment, another Aquamador. Literally, it's the same bullshit. Link Apple, actually not bad. This is actually not too bad for the salad decks. Let's see here. Let's see. You can reveal this card in your hand, banish a face-up random face-down card from your action deck, then special summon this card. If the banished card was a Link monster, otherwise discard this card. If you do, draw one card. So this is actually really cool for the salad decks, because a lot of the salad decks have tendencies to banish cards and bring them back from the banish pile, which is not too bad. But we already have our first copy of Rod 10, which is incredible. This card is absolutely nuts. This card can literally just pop anything on board, and it has to be the same type. So it could be 2 or more Fiends, it could be 2 or more Dragons. So again, decks like Dark Magician and Blue Eyes and what's it called? Dark World, just to name some of them, those are really good, really cool. Next pack, we are on to pack number 5, you guys. So let's get to it. Margin Trading, Daily Special, Sambel the Star Bonder. What does the card do? Excuse me. If you have a Pendulum Monster card with the same level as this card in your other pen zone, you can destroy the card in your other pendulum zone. If you do, special summon this card. You can only use this effect once per turn. If a monster is special summoned to your field while you control this monster, except during the damage step, you can special summon a monster from your hand with the same level as this card. Okay, so there are I mean it's not bad. It's not bad. There are so many better cards than that, but it's not too bad. Not too bad at all, as we get Spriggan's Interluder. As my common cards keep falling off because my desk is wobbly. Very wobbly. We have next up Gunkin Suship Seaside Super Spot. And okay. Alright. Gizmek Inaba, the Hopping Hare of Hakudo. Alright. Not bad. Not bad. Not a bad super. It's weird because a lot of people have always said have always claimed that the Gizmecs were gonna be really good, but it was just all cap. It was just all lies. A lot of the Gizmek cards are just so bad. I think Gizmek Orochi is like the only one that's like that was like decent enough to be a part of the meta. Like literally, like that was like the only card. Anyway, let's move on. Beast King Unleashed, Gusto Vidir, Viking Vortex, Baby Mud Dragon, Slower Swallow, Tailwind Augusto, and alright, another super, Daigusto, Lapland Lampilica. Alright, not bad. Not a bad super. Again, this is another deck that a lot of people were expecting to be a meta deck with the new support that came out in this set, but it was just all lies. All lies, people. But anyway, but anyway, yeah, once I've saved up enough money after buying out collections, selling the cards and whatnot, and potentially doing box breaks. I am potentially going to be doing box breaks once I've started buying out collections. Then I'll be switching back over to T-Mobile, and the Wi-Fi service will just be better than HughesNet, because let's be real, and this is something that my mom had told me yesterday, that apparently that HughesNet is not meant for a city like this, like where I'm at now. It's more suited for spots that don't have Wi-Fi, a good internet connection, if you will. Like it don't perfect for a log cabin in the woods or something like that. So the fact that we have it here, streaming videos on YouTube, streaming movies and shows on Netflix and Hulu, and streaming Peacock, and watching the main roster PLEs on ESPN starting next week with WrestlePalooza, will be very difficult, which means that my content, as I stated earlier, will take a lot longer, including my predictions and results for WrestlePalooza, as we get Trickstar Festival, which Trickstars, they did pretty well when the archetype was first introduced. Now it's not that good. Literally, it's not that good at all. So again, my content is just going to take a lot longer. So I do apologize for that. I do humbly apologize for that in advance. But again, this will not last long. Ooh, Will's Dragon. This is another one that's definitely a one-of that you need for the deck. Despian Tragedy. Oh shit, that was our ultra rare. I forgot to do the card trick. B-Trooper Sting Lancer, very nice. And then here are the rest of the cards. There you go. Those were the last 4 cards in that pack. So again, the content will take a lot longer. So I do humbly I apologize in advance, but it will not last long. So don't worry. Let's see what else has been going on. WWE made an announcement yesterday that they are going to be taking WrestleMania 43 in 2027 to Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The one thing that I find so strange about that, as we get Pendulum Treasures, are super rare, which is actually not bad. Add a pen monster from your deck to your extra face sub. Once per turn, not too bad. That's actually not bad. Perfect for potentially going full combo if you have it in hand. The one thing that I find so strange about WrestleMania going to Riyadh is that WWE made an announcement that apparently they were not going to put any of the big 5 PLEs outside of the US, but they did that with as we get a Magic Key Mech Mortar, Gares Glasser. Um, I know that they put Money in the Bank a few years ago to London, England, but um, they said that they wouldn't put any of the big four in, four to outside of North America, which included the U.S., Canada, Mexico. But they're doing that for the Royal Rumble, which will be in Riyadh. They're doing it for WrestleMania, which will also be in Riyadh, which makes no sense because there are a lot of fans in North America and pretty much all over the world that actually want to show up to WrestleMania and experience the grandeur that is the grand stage of WrestleMania. But I don't know. I think it'll be a cool opportunity? Yes, I do, but at the same time, I just find it very weird. Really, really weird. So next up, we have Majestic Absorption, Dreadnought. Oh, second Rotten. That's actually really cool. I wonder how many of those we can pull. Let's see how many of those we can pull by the time that. Oh my god. Holy shit. Okay, first secret rare, Iron Sword Soul. Unfortunately, it's not the best secret rare because I believe Iron Sword Soul is like not even. It's like not even $1. Yeah, it's like not even $1. That is so horrible. That is so bad. But what's very funny, what I find so very funny is that this was by far the most overhyped card in the set, and here is the reason why. During the main phase, if a monster whose effects are negated is on the field, as a quick effect, you can special summon this card from your hand. If your opponent special summons the monster except during the damage step, you can activate one of these effects based on where it was special summoned from. Hand, special summon a monster from your hand. Deck, draw 2 cards. Extra deck, destroy a monster. Or sorry, extra deck, destroy a monster. Destroy one of those monsters special summon from the extra deck. You can only use each effect once per turn. So I mean, it's not bad. It's essentially a pot of greed if your opponent summons from the deck. Literally, it's a fucking pot of greed. Yeah, people have overhyped it too much, and it's not that good apparently, which is very crazy. Very, very crazy. Alright, you guys, last pack on the right side, as I'm seeing right here. But yeah, WrestleMania Riyadh gonna be a little interesting. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Oh, Shinobi, the Masochist special. Shoutouts to Simo and his Master Duel Masochist. Even Raw 10 was part of his Masochist series, so big shoutouts to him. Let's see what else has been going on in the world today. Ooh, super rare Sunny's Snitch. Wednesday we have the passing of Charlie Kirk. Shoutouts to him and his family. I'm not gonna go into full details on what happened, but you guys all obviously know exactly what happened to him. Shoutouts to his family and friends. Thoughts and prayers to you guys. He was just doing his own thing, and someone just took him out. That's all I can say. What else has been going on? Not much has been going on with me the last few days, other than what's been going on at home with the bullshit with the phones and the Wi-Fi and whatnot. Beat Trooper formations are super rare. But yeah, again, it will not last long, and I am selling cards from my collection. including the cards that you are seeing here. So if you guys are interested in buying anything from any, if you guys are looking to buy any of these cards, be sure to message me on my Instagram. My ad will be in the description below. Forgot to do the pack trick. Third Raw 10, very nice. There's our play set. Another Tragedy. Another Aqua Mature. And Dino Wrestler Iguana Draca. Okay, not bad. Not bad. One thing I found so interesting about the Dino Wrestler archetype is that it was such a very unique archetype that a lot of people were expecting it to be a meta deck, but it never took off. Apparently, it didn't take off as well as the what you call it, the Goki archetype did. So it's kind of interesting to say the very least. Cosmic Slicer Zero, that's not bad. For the alien decks, which will never see the light of day, unfortunately. Will never see the light of day. Super rare Magic Key Dragon Andrabime. Very nice. It kind of looks like one of the dragons from the Dragon Shield sleeves. It kind of looks like something out of that. Kind of cool looking. All right, you guys. Next pack. Let's see if we can pull a Starlight Rare. Maybe we will. Maybe we won't. Who knows? But I will say that this set was very unique. Very unique. Very interesting. Obviously the Gunkin the Suship deck was very second festival. Was very unique, and I believe it got a couple of YCS tops when the deck was first announced. But over time we've gotten a little bit of support for them. But I feel like the only way that the deck could be a very viable meta strategy is if we got more support for it, like potentially a new field spell or something like that. Not sure if we will though, but we'll see. Jar of Generosity, and our Ultra is Giant Bee Trooper Invincible Atlas. Funny thing, the funny thing is that this is a generic Link 4, but one of the effects is Bee Trooper specific, so it's a bit of a dumb card, I'll say. A bit of a dumb card, but still it's still really cool. Really cool. Alright, you guys, how many packs left? Let's see. 7 packs left, you guys. Let's see if we can... Let's see. I believe we are missing our... I think we're missing another Ultra? What are we missing? We are missing one more. We're missing one more Ultra, one more Secret, and potentially a Starlight Rare. So there is hope. There is hope. Hopefully we pull one of the chase cards. One of the Chase Starlight Rares. Hopefully it's Stardust Dragon, but if not, it's all good though. I think any Starlight would be fine, in my opinion. And I gotta try and speed. Oh, super rare Chronomaly, Magala Globe. Okay, not bad, not bad. Yeah, so the Chronomaly archetype is one that I've been hoping that would get more and more support, because that deck could really do a lot of damage to the meta. So it's possible, but with the right extra support, I actually believe that it could definitely become a very powerful deck. Like if we got more support for it, as we pull a Tenangle Drelth. Tenangle's another deck that never took off. But yeah, with Chronomaly, definitely needs more support. Definitely could use a new field spell. I don't think we got a new field spell with this set. Not sure if we did though. I don't know. I don't remember. It's been quite some time. Ikura, finishing move, flying red carp, which kind of looks like Magikarp. Very funny enough. And okay, Ready Fusion's not bad. Ready Fusion, I think, is not bad. It's a $3 card. That's not bad. That is not too bad at all. Ready Fusion, not too shabby, you guys. Not too shabby. Alright, you guys, we are down to the final 4 packs. So hopefully we can pull something good. I believe we are missing one more Ultra and a potential Starlight. So there is some hope, but not much. Not much hope, you guys. Not much hope. And super rare, Albion the Shrouded Dragon. Very nice. And it looks like I'm all out of penny sleeves in this pack, so luckily I've got extras. So far in this box, we've only gotten three copies of Raw 10, which again, even getting three copies, even pulling a play set of Raw 10 is still pretty good, because it's basically a board pop. It literally is a card pop, which is really good. It can literally just pop anything at the start of the battle phase, which is really cool. Let's see what else we can get. Pazuli, Despian Tragedy, B-Trooper Armor Horn, very nice. The final 2 packs you get. Whoop. Final 2 packs. You guys, last 2. Let's see what we can get. Another Beast of the Forest. And no, wait, and all right. There's our other Ultra, Stardust Illumination. Actually, not a bad card. This is basically a Foolish Burial for the Stardust deck, and I think you only need like maybe 1 or 2 copies, so that's not bad. So I believe that's 4, right? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that was our 4th Ultra. Now all we are missing is, I think, potentially a Starlight, which I don't think we are getting. So it's all good though. I think honestly, I really can't complain with my pulls. But with that being said, you guys, as we get to this last pack really quickly, and all right, yeah. So we ended up pulling NC Alabolus. Not too bad, actually. A really good instant fusion target. But anyway, guys, that will do it for this video. I'll do a quick recap of everything we pulled. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, and you guys want more pack openings in the future, which after today with the new Wi-Fi, it won't be as often anymore. But if you guys want more pack openings in the future, be sure to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button, and as always, be sure to follow me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well if you guys want to send me fan mail and want me to open it up on the channel. The info will be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.